Mole in the right hand, penguin duck birthmark. I'm Alexander Serta Gianni, born June 5th, 1984 at 6:31, August 15th. This is not a movie. No, it's not an experiment. No, it's not a friendly gambling ring. These guys are terrorists. They're holding me hostage. They just use these things. They just use these things to distract you from what it really is. It's a hostage scenario. It's IP theft, data theft. It's a RICO. So it's not a friendly gambling ring. It's a RICO. It's not a movie. It's a hostage scenario, and it is not. It is not an experiment. They're just using illegal experimentation. Some people are doing highly illegal, inhumane, unethical human experimentation with human programming, but it was also an MK Ultra like experiments. But they were using it for terrorist agendas and betting manipulation agendas and data theft and IP theft agendas. They don't even know how to do research. So it's illegal experimental technology, but they're not even doing research. They're pretending to for betting manipulation agendas, IP theft agendas, and other illegal agendas. Key point. But another key point is their telepathy. Reason and logic will carry you very far. That should be in the telepathy outputs. For instance, if they investigator, which I'm not, if they claim I investigated people in California, there was information about people in California, and it would be in my telepathy outputs. Or if they claim I investigated people in New York, there would be names, there would be searches, there would be correlating information. There would be certain step-by-step processes to get to this realm to search in my telepathy output in order to search New York or to search California or Dubai or Dallas or Houston or Woodlands or wherever the hell, or Connecticut. There's probably a certain step-by-step process you have to take to get to be able to search these things. If you're not searching on Google, if there's some more sophisticated search thing, that would be in my telepathy. It's not. Not to mention the names of people would be in my telepathy, and information and biographical and whatever the hell else would be in my telepathy, which it's not because I've never done that. I was never an investigator. I'm a victim. I just have being bombarded with telepathy. Then think about their gambling rings. I would know the name of every bet. I would know the name of every bet placed, created, etc., the amounts of money, how much money, with who, whatever. That's not in my telepathy either. So that's another key point. Just think about all the different things. If I was going places they claim I go, it would be in my telepathy output and my phone GPS. I don't just magically know a location. And if someone told me it, it would be in my telepathy output. Key point. So think of all the things that should be in my telepathy output based off of their lies and slander that aren't, and then you'll see it's lies and slander, and they have zero credibility. Key point. So if they said I was at location X, the route to location X would be in my telepathy. The name of location X would be in my telepathy, the address, etc. Um, what else? Well, yeah, and then if they tell some lie, they turn it off. They tell you it's not credible and not authentic. But that's a lie. So think about all the things that should be in the telepathy output. If these letters they claim, they would be in my telepathy output. If they're not, clearly they're not showing you my telepathy output, or they're just lying. But their telepathy is not authentic anyways, because if there's not 500 to 1,000 or more letters written to law enforcement in my telepathy outputs, it's not authentic. If there's not close to 7,000 pages worth of 3 DOJ letters and then methods of analysis, it's not authentic telepathy. If there's not 12 to 17 hours a day of telepathy outputs for 5 years and 6 months under my name, it's not authentic. If you don't see Capricio's name daily since mid 2018, it's not authentic. If you don't see Alvia's name, it's not authentic. Um, if you don't see me asking for dip maybe once to twice or thrice a week, uh, it's not authentic telepathy. There's if you look at my methods of analysis, there's a whole list of ways to tell that their telepathy is not authentic. Um, but think of the things they say I do, and if it's not in there, clearly it's not authentic telepathy. Key point. And then also make shit up. And not to mention they were claiming I was some investigator. I was never an investigator. And if I was an investigator, certain information investigators and certain would know would be in my telepathy outputs. Certain tools they use would be in my telepathy outputs. These games or whatever they claim they see that I see I guess if there's information I'm supposed to read, me reading that would be in my telepathy outputs. And not only that, me seeing that would be in the telepathy outputs as well. And it'd be in the eye outputs. They'd be in the eye outputs and the telepathy. So also think about these things they claim I read. These things they claim I read would be in the telepathy outputs, and these things they claim I see would be in the eye output. So think like that. Because anything I read or comes to awareness, or anything, any conversation I have that comes to awareness comes out in the telepathy output. Even TV I watch that that registers and comes to awareness comes out in the telepathy output. Key point. Bet my life on it. They've been trying to cover that point up too, which is weird. Don't fall for it.